Okay, here we have just a strip cut out of a Dr. Pepper can. Any can of soft drink will do. It can be cut relatively easy with a steel knife. Steel cuts aluminum pretty well. Now, if I set my laser so that a beam travels straight along this line here, I can adjust the direction of this can so that the beam reflects along the direction of that line. If I move the beam over to here, we see that the reflection crosses that straight line about here. Now if I keep the beam parallel and move it this way, we see that the beam continues to cross that point. Now remember that this reflector here is relatively circular. It tends to curl up a little bit, which is actually kind of an advantage when it's cut out of the can. But if we go too far from the center, we see that we don't really have quite the quality of the focus, although this works pretty well. It turns out that if this is a circle, and we'll see the geometry of this shortly, if this is a circle, the reflection for small deviations, just for a small distance back and forth around the center line, always stays pretty much right on the focus. Varies only a little bit. If we come out too far, then the reflection doesn't work quite as well. It doesn't quite go through the focus. If this is a parabola, then if we do the same thing, there is a point here that'll focus no matter where we hit the parabola, as long as the beam comes in a direction that's parallel to what we call the axis of symmetry of the parabola. But again, we can see the quality of this focus. It's really focusing quite well at that point.